Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Vampire Counts playthrough where, we're expanding over here, aren't we? Sorry, I forgot what I was doing then for a second. It's been a while since I've been playing this campaign. So we are fighting some Humies over here in Tabekland, and we are just waiting, right. Oh, I can actually attack here straight away. Yes, we're going to fight this battle straight away because it will weaken them even more, because then they'll start taking a sort of double hit on that, words failing me, attrition, because they'll not only be taking attrition due to the vampiric corruption in the area, they'll be taking attrition as well due to not actually having any settlements. Now I don't know if it doubles up and stacks like that, but they'll, they won't have a settlement, which really does limit their options. Right, let's get these guys set up properly. These guys are going to go straight for the gate first, with my lords following along. These guys will follow up, followed by these guys. These guys are going to form a wall. Some of them will go in. In fact, no, what we're going to do to start with, that's going to be my gate force. My wall force. All of these guys are going to hit the gate. You guys can actually go right back, because I don't want you guys running in too quickly. I'm going to group these guys. No, I'm not going to gamble. These guys can hit here. And these guys can hit here. Okay, here goes. Ouch! Let's cast a heal on myself, because that hurt. What? No, 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 no! What on earth is he doing? Did he really fly over the gate to attack from the other side? Oh my God, Mannfred! What are you doing? That was a really bad... No, he's doing it again! Right, we're getting Mannfred out of there, because he's I don't know what he's doing. He'll go and help on the wall actually in a moment. He's going to drop down onto here to support these guys. Let's buff himself up. Buff up his armor piercing damage, and let's cast a heal on myself. Oh, can I not actually cast it on myself? I mean, he heals when he's in combat, so... Let's drop some zombies down there. Okay, we need support up here fast. You guys can start pushing straight down into there. How is this gate going?
These lands are mine.
There we go. You guys can charge straight through into them there. You guys can charge up here. You guys can charge up here as well to support Mannfred. Okay, we are pushing on here. You guys can hammer into these guys. We're doing nicely here. Yeah, we will cut into these guys, and these guys are nice armor piercing up here, so that's going to help us.
Serve me.
Mannfred's not doing too badly. I'm just a bit annoyed I can't heal myself. I thought I could, so... Oops. Let's do some regen. Let's debuff everybody around us. And let's cast a spell at that lord. Or 2 spells even. Heal on them. We're cutting through nicely here. Let's turn and focus on these guys, considering we're actually kind of just stood here at the moment, and then we'll push forwards against these cavalry. Oh, that no, straight into that cav. I don't want those outriders hitting us for any longer than that they can. Let's get onto that mortar to start with until we get on the rest of our cav through. Mannfred can actually come and hit them because he's just kind of floating around above now. Let's cast on the Lord. And that Lord is gone. It's just an Empire captain. Let's get my cav chasing after these guys too. Cracking the walls. I think we're about to hit the matter out, guys, to be fair. Because everything up here is pretty much broken. Oh, they're standing. Second we finish off these guys. Okay, let's hit this one next. I know it won't do much damage on these guys, but we may as well use it because it's going to cause them to break. And that's the battle. So, I don't know what Mannfred was doing at the start there, guys. He was just wanting to go over and attack the gate from the other side, which, isn't the best idea. Oh, wow. Those guys, these guys, this army is getting nice and veteran now as well, guys. Which is good. I'm not using... There is a mod which makes veterans even better. It does, unfortunately, also make the enemy veterans even better. And it does make them very, very OP. I'm actually using it in my co-op campaign with Legion at the moment. And I do like it, but I think it's a little OP, so we'll have to see how it goes. I might start using it a bit more once I know it a bit better. Oh, no, we're just going to take it. Straight onto... Oh, we can't quite afford walls yet. Ooh, aura leadership effect. Actually, for vampires, that's really quite good. And that gets us here. Growth and spreading corruption, because corruption spread is going to be our biggest issue there. We're actually pretty much okay everywhere else. Can we start taxing here again yet? Yes, we can start taxing here as well now, which is also very nice. That gets us a big chunk of extra income. Straight into income generation here, to be fair. Income generation and corruption spread is our main aim at the moment, guys. So that's got us a nice new place there. We do have... Right, guys, I know I've got lots of name requests to this campaign. It is a popular campaign. When I get some new lords, which aren't legendary lords, we will throw out some extra names, guys. But it's not necessarily going to be straight away. By all means, shout at me if I forget, but it's not going to be anything soon. Not worrying about them for the moment. We are potentially going to go to war with these guys because the Empire's indifferent towards them. Now, I suspect it will annoy the Empire when I do that. But that's not necessarily the end of the world, because I can deal with a war with the Empire if needs be. I'm not planning on a war with the Empire. I said I'd like to keep them as my best buds, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, they've turned around. That's interesting. As they're double timing back into my own territory, and they are taking massive amounts of corruption. They could be going for Essen. Oh, that's nice. Because Essen's... No, Essen's nicely walled. Up here isn't. I'm not sure where they're going. Wherever it is, it's not going to do much good for them.
Strike out. Trust me at your
You
peril.
in there.
Dance macabre. I hunt.
If they are flying ones, oh, I want them. Let's swap. Get rid of one regiment renown and get another one. It is an expensive one, but their guys are very good. I don't know what's the difference between these guys and normal ones, but the regiment of renown, they're generally going to be, they are going to be better in some respect at least. Getting rid of that because I want to get the corruption spreading buildings, and the walls, to be fair. For now, there's no point getting the corruption spreader. We are going to get ourselves, start on the walls. I want to keep the growth up for now, until we can get here a bit higher. We're going to stay garrisoned here because that's going to keep here going. Oh, so close to that dragon, guys. I do want Arcane Conduit, and we're probably going to push down this one as well, and then we'll look at all the other things. I also want to push down this one to get Lightning Strike, and make my armour cheaper. My army cheaper. Oh, do we not have... Oh, we don't have one to make our army cheaper. So I definitely want Lightning Strike, however. That's quite good. Extra replenishment rate. So we'll probably push down all the bonuses to replenishment. Because that's always useful. I'm also going to have so many things I want on this on him. I also want to buff him up himself so he can make him a beast in battle, because he does heal while he's fighting.
I have no time for stunted folk.
No. There are ways I can go to war with Karakradrin without bringing the main Dowie in. I'm a little worried when I start battering them back they will confederate with the Dowie, which could be a pain. The Empire have liked my lightning war over here. I want to find out more about the Empire and the Empire territory. I probably should have used that hero I've just put into Radus's army to do that. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeesh.
You dare. We are in agreement.
Let's finish them. Let's take the cash.
The shadows.
We don't need the replenishment at the moment.
Yes.
That'll do the job. You guys can start heading back into here. How long until we level up? Because actually, I will get them. These are going to be expensive to do. 4 turns. Oh yeah, let's get that one pushed up. Because this is right on my front line.
Friends of the Empire, come. Absolutely
Oh,
not.
come on, Mr. Empire.
No.
You know you want to trade with me. I'm basically willing to spend a lot of resources
No, sir.
making sure the Empire stays friendly with me.
Not likely.
Not quite there yet. Let's throw another payment their way.
So be it.
because I'm always at a natural disadvantage because I do have that aversion. But my recent, they are liking me at the moment. Who are the Empire friendly with, and who would they not like? See, if I hit them, they don't like Bretonia. Interesting. Kislev are not my friends. But I'm not particularly worried about them. We go nicely up there. We've got loads of corruption here. How's the spread going? And it is spreading nicely into the territory up there as well, which will help. Public order here is terrible. And we are spreading lots of corruption in the territory around us as well, which will cause lots of rebellions, which will occasionally mean they will rise up. And if bits of territory get taken by vampires there, I'll have to move in and take over, guys. So we're not needing, it's natural churn. It's the people saying they want to be under my leadership, not because they're all turning into zombies or anything much. But no, I'm happy with that. I'm not thinking I'm going to take chunks of Empire. Unless I'm very lucky, guys. And like I said, once we've stabilised here, my next big war is going to be with Karak-Kadran. But I want to make sure I've got the Empire nicely on side for that, guys. Just to consolidate to my rear, guys. I don't like having that territory open back there. And against them, we are going to lose lots of ethereal units. So I'll give us 4 ethereal units. Ooh, can I actually recruit Varageists? I can. So I'm going to get rid of one of these guys. And one of these guys. I want 2 of those guys long run. Ooh, is it worth getting rid of my cryptos? I'm going to get rid of those bats. Who needs bats when I can have flying things? Keep some crypt horrors for big solid, good solid attack. Ooh, can I get Varagulfs? Requires an additional building, so for now we'll stick with some crypt horrors and some Varageists in here, because that will give me some, they're my monstrous units in here. We probably will potentially put a few more monstrous things in here long run, but for now that's fine. And this guy is straight up, well, we may as well put him on a skeletal steed. But he's straight up just going to be a melee monster in this army. I mean, look at his attack. And he's anti-infantry as well, which is nice. These guys being in, while they don't have armor, they've got a natural 75% damage resistance against physical damage. Is it 75? Yeah. And the dwarves only do physical damage. That's very nice. They've got good armor-piercing attack. So these guys are going to be very good versus... These guys are good versus them, but not as good as these guys, because these guys have the anti-armor as well. These guys are good to go in... So they're both good. What's the speed? 48. So these guys are fast as well, which is good. So I can get them in quickly too. In fact, I might even put a... We'll see how this goes. My army might end up with a lot more of these guys in against the dwarves. Certainly, if I can get myself to the position where we've got the cavalry variant of them as well, guys, which will be very fast against the dwarves. They will be very solid troops. I mean, anti-infantry is also good, so it's having a mix is very good, because dwarves are obviously only infantry. Now, if we had armor-piercing anti-infantry, that's the best thing. Oh, the other guy's that. The issue is dwarves also have very good range, so it's tricky to work out what's best for me to do. Other than kill all the Dowie. Killing all the Dowie is definitely the best thing for me to do, guys. I will accept it for now. I need to keep an eye up here. No, we're fine. We're fine. We can weather that.
I shall be victorious.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want. No, no!
Come on, Mr. Empire.
I will not obey.
Oh, we're getting there. Slowly.
It is time. What do you want?
It'll do to start with for this army. Right, I'm not... Ooh, am I? No, I'm not spending cash at the moment. I want to save it for bigger buildings. Bigger, better buildings, guys. Because I want to get towards my top tier. We're a reasonable size now, but so is everybody else. And if we want to be able to expand, we're really going to need those top tier units. Okay, the Dowie have just confederated, so I potentially want to get that war going relatively soon. But I need to be able to bring my other army back, because I don't want Caradron to be taken by the Dowie. Ooh. Oh, that is still held by the rebels. Because if the Dowie if the dwarves confederate with Caradron, that's not actually good for me, because it means if I go to war, I have to go to war with the entire might of the dwarves. I probably will go to war with the entire might of the dwarves, but they probably can't really bring too much to bear on me. And there are other ways of doing this. It's got the Age of Discovery, which doesn't really affect me at this point. See, I want these Vampire Crypts and the Necromancer's Tower. What's the other one they wanted me to have? A Reliquary. Ah! Okay, so we will level this one up, even though it's expensive, because that will unlock a couple of things for us. And I also want to get this to get the Hex Wraiths, guys. Because they're armor piercing, they're fast, they've got magic and fire attacks. They're basically the same thing as before, but as cavalry. But this army is setting itself up very nicely. How is the public order balance here? Military presence is doing a lot of good here. The corruption is also spreading nicely here.
The Empire.
Okay. Can't quite afford to get another army out yet. Soon. I was expecting that to happen. So the dwarves have taken Oakenhammer back. I'm not particularly fussed by that as a big Dowie army. That said, if this Dowie army wants to push into my territory, it will take massive damage from my corruption spread, as well as it can't take Drakenhof, especially if I garrison Drakenhof. If I garrison Drakenhof, there's not a cat in hell's chance of them taking it. We will have Radus there with a fairly decent army to hold it. Mannfred is going to lead the invasion into Consolidation himself when this goes. We've already got one of those. Let's take the Angry Gods as well. So we really are pushing our luck a bit here, guys. It's only 4 turns of this, so we can cope with that. That extra growth is going to be very, very useful. We can actually afford that now. I would like to level one of those up, but no. We are trying to save up for things at the moment. While I can level those up, and I probably will level those up relatively soon, leveling up my capital is more important at this time, because that's going to get me access to so much more in terms of troops. Now that's going to give me huge buffs. I'm sorry, this is a bit of an end turn session, guys. But you do need them, and certainly at the moment I want to consolidate. I'm not in any major wars. I want to consolidate. I want to get myself ready for that next push. That said, I can't take too long waiting for that next push.
Or sleep shines.
I am quite tempted to push, but it's Drakenhof does have a fantastic garrison, but they could also skip Drakenhof quite easily. I don't really want to be taking that on, and I can't bring them back just yet.
Greetings from Sigma.
I could just get this trade agreement off.
I'll ignore that.
I hate that aversion.
Empire's
I
blessings.
know I said I was saving, but keeping these guys on side is far more important at the moment. Because I actually probably can't afford a war with the Empire just now, because they
Friends
are
of the Empire, come.
a bit more powerful than me, actually. Let's have a look. Ah. That's worth doing. However, this is worth doing first. The extra diplomatic relations is good, so we're going to head to that now. The public order is getting better there. If it wasn't for the negatives, we'd probably be able to hold it quite nicely. So that invasion, as soon as we can hold there, we are going to go and get that invasion of Consolidation underway, guys, because we've got the forces to do it even now. What we'll do is we'll actually join the we'll join the Orcs war and see how it goes. You know, that way I don't go to war with the Dowie as well. Long run, we may well go to war with Dowie, but certainly consolidating and taking all this territory will be very beneficial for us. And afterwards, we may well just push down through the mountains and just keep pushing that way, leaving the Humies up here as a buffer for all of the horribleness up here I don't want to deal with. The Bray Herd comes. I don't need to worry too much about that at the moment.
Thine right is mine. The true Von Carstein.
I don't make much from that province at the moment anyway, so actually we're going to do that. And we're going to start heading back. I'm avoiding trespass on the Empire, guys.
What have you to say, monster?
No.
Disagree with that?
I'd have done that if you gave me a trade agreement as well. Come on, trade with me, you silly
No.
human.
This better be important.
I grow restless.
Sylvania greets thee, friend.
Yes, I will give you guys a non-aggression pact because
Don't
the
stand there like
humans
some
will
startled.
like me having that. That, however, is definitely not happening because I'm going to be tricky. I'm not going to drag the dwarves into the war with Carcharodron. That non-aggression pact means the dwarves can't actually go to war with me at the moment. It will also mean that the Empire will probably like me for having those agreements with the dwarves. So actually, by getting agreements with all these factions, it makes the other factions like me more. But I do need to expand, so we're definitely going to be taking out these guys. And I can potentially, depending on what greenskins hold, I can even go to war for greenskins afterwards. I could do the other thing. I could just go full defensive alliance with these guys, and then push down and through them into the greenskins. Let's not take another negative at the moment.
I ain't talking to no bloodsucker with his weird eyes. He'll try and get in me head.
Oh. Who is at war with Carcharodron? Damn. I thought I was at peace with them.
I am. Greetings from Sigma. Never.
Come on, you annoying humies. That version makes this very hard.
No.
Fight.
Oh yeah, we don't want to accidentally go through their territory. And anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving this one here. So thank you very much for watching me clicking enter, 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 enter. I do hope you have been enjoying it, however, guys. Next time, we are definitely going to war with somebody because I need to at this point. It's just working out who and where. It's probably going to be these guys. I will probably get dragged into a war with the dwarves as well, which will almost certainly annoy the Empire, but we'll deal with that as we deal with that, guys. Thank you very much for watching.